Welcome to MH Math Facts. For our video today, we're going to be talking about another kind of word problem, and that is word problems involving geometry. So the problem we're going to look at today says a rectangle has a length that is 3 less than 2 times the width. The perimeter of the rectangle is 36 centimeters. What is the area of the rectangle? For this kind of problem, I always find it helpful to draw a picture. So that's the first thing we're going to do. Let's draw a rectangle. It's not a very straight rectangle, but that's okay. It's just to give us an idea of what this looks like. Okay, it's also a good idea to highlight the information in the problem that you think is going to be important. So I think this is going to be important, that the length is 3 less than 2 times the width. I think knowing the perimeter probably is going to be important, and it's good to know that we're looking for the area. Now, for this one, let's kind of almost work backwards and think, okay, we need to find the area. What do we know about finding the area of a rectangle? Well, we have the formula area equals length times width. So that means we need to figure out what the length and the width of our rectangle are. Fortunately, we have this sentence here that tells us the length is 3 less than 2 times the width. And I think we'll be able to come up with some sort of equation with that, some sort of expression. Okay, so we aren't told much about the width, so I think we'll use that as our variable. So I'll just write that here, that our width is W. And we're told here that the length is 3 less than 2 times the width. So 2 times the width, that means 2W. And 3 less than that, that means we're going to subtract 3. Okay, so we have a way to represent our width and our length, so that's good. Now let's use this piece of information that the perimeter of the rectangle is 36 centimeters. We have another formula that tells us that perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So we're just going to plug in all of the information we know into that equation. And let's come over here to save some space. So the perimeter is 36 centimeters. So we have 36 equals 2 times the length. And I'm going to use this expression right here, 2W minus 3 plus 2 times the width. And we're using this right here. Okay, let's simplify this. 36 equals 4W minus 6 plus 2W. And we'll keep on simplifying. Notice how I'm rewriting the whole equation each time. That helps us not lose track of any piece of our equation. So we'll add 6 to both sides, and we get 42 equals 6W, divide by 6, and we get 7 equals W. Okay, so we have our width. I'm just going to write that up here. We're going to write it in blue so it stands out. And we can actually figure out what our length is from this as well. So we know what W is, so we can just plug that in right here into our length. 2 times 7 minus 3 is our length. So that's 14 minus 3, which is 11. So we have our width is 7, our length is 11. Now, I'm a big fan of checking work, making sure that we're doing things correctly. So let's plug these into our perimeter equation and make sure that it gets us 36. So if we do 2 times our length, which is 11, plus 2 times our width, which is 7, we get 22 plus 14, and that is in fact 36. So we are good to move forward. Okay, so the problem asks for the area. So let's use our area formula again. So we know that our area is going to be equal to our length times our width. So length is 11 times our width, which is 7. So we get our area is 77. And now we don't want to forget units. We're in centimeters. So this is in centimeters squared. All right, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.